Yo, welcome everyone. At this golden pocket, I entered a new short trade on Bitcoin because the trap could be repeating. Get ready and do not miss this. Let me show you why. Now, first of all, you're going to see that our prediction from yesterday is playing out almost exactly. Bitcoin got almost a perfect bounce at the golden Fibonacci ratio at approximately 117.4 thousand US dollars, and we got a bounce directly towards quite an important and a major golden Fibonacci ratio, aligning exactly with the liquidity level at approximately 120.6 thousand US dollar area. So at this specific level, of course, I did enter another short or a sell position in a case the trap on Bitcoin is right now going to repeat. And it really does look like market makers are trying to rack as much people as possible from the entire crypto market. Pay right now attention to the past 24-hour liquidations. Over 800 million completely wiped out because almost 370 million long positions have been liquidated on the move towards the downside that we are right now seeing for the past couple of hours, and also on the move towards the upside, towards the golden Fibonacci ratio. People are simply guessing where we are going to top out, and they are randomly placing their short positions. We knew if the golden Fibonacci ratio, we are interested to fire another short position because it's going to be a very important area of resistance. But it does look like on the move up, people are getting liquidated all over the place because over 450 million of short positions have gotten liquidated. And probably right now you're wondering why I am saying to you the trap could be repeating. Because as of right now, if we do continue lower on Bitcoin, a bigger ABC correction is going to form, and of course, almost exactly at the bottom, probably people are going to once again fire another short or a sell position. So in terms of our ABC correction here, you can notice Bitcoin has gotten a push towards the downside. Then we got a push up towards our B-Elliott wave, and if right now we are going to start moving lower, Bitcoin is simply going to start forming the C-Elliott wave. Of course, probably right now you're wondering what is going to be the exact price target of our C-Elliott wave, where we can be taking some profits of our short positions, and of course also where we might even fire another long position on the Bitcoin chart itself. Here I just want to make a very clear disclaimer. Even if right now Bitcoin does continue higher, yes, I am going to get stopped out of my short position. However, I do remain in majority of all of my long positions right here, so of course, if we are going to go higher, I am going to be still in a very nice profit. But of course, again, just in case this specific ABC correction is right now going to play out, I want to take an opportunity and of course for me to fire a short position exactly at a very nice area of resistance. And let me right now share with you where is going to be not only my first take profit area, but also our major next important target for our C-Elliott wave. What we are right now going to do, we go with our Fibonacci extension from the swing high, back towards the swing low, back towards the swing high. The 1-to-1 Fibonacci extension price target is coming in at 113.5 thousand US dollar area, and this specific level is aligning very nicely also with the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level. So if we are right now measuring the entire move up with Fibonacci retracements, we go with our 0.5 Fibonacci level right here. You can notice both of those levels are coming in almost exactly at this specific area, and additionally it is also going to mean the Bitcoin CME gap at approximately 115,000 US dollars is going to get filled. That is why ideally I want to see this specific trap to actually play out. People are going to be bearish at the area of support, but we are going to know ABC correction is finished, we are closing our short trades, and we are going to simply enter another major long position on the entire crypto market. That is why right now I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button because 1000 likes are really possible, and also thank you for subscribing to the channel. Let me right to do share with you another reason why I would like to see lower targets on Bitcoin, and also what can be our first take profit area, because also quite a nice support area is going to come up slightly earlier than our main price target. You can notice if we go right now with Bitcoin Bitcoin liquidation heat map on the 3-day time frame, bigger liquidations clearly are not coming in exactly at our recent highs, but actually below the recent lows at approximately 117.2 thousand US dollar area. So millions of long positions are going to get completely wrecked and liquidated if Bitcoin right now discontinue its way towards the downside. Another reason why we can be looking for lower. Additionally, we can even go with some kind of a bear flag forming on the 1 hourly and also on the 2 hourly time frame, because a lot of people right now are saying to me, bro, connecting our higher lows with a diagonal area of support, expanding this one towards the upside. It does look like it could simply be some kind of an ascending channel with a higher probability of breaking towards the downside. So if you look like that in terms of probabilities, I would definitely say there is a higher probability of Bitcoin seeing another push towards downside, at least towards the first major area of support at approximately 117.3 thousand US dollars. In a case we do go higher, of course, again, I am going to get stopped out on my short position. However, I do remain in all of my long positions on the Bitcoin chart itself. And probably right now you're also wondering, why is this specific area such an important level at approximately 117.5 thousand US dollars? For sure, we have a lot of liquidity below the recent lows because of the liquidations right here, but also, what if we right now go with our recent lows? You're going to see we have the first low at approximately 117.5 thousand US dollars and the second low almost exactly at the same area. And not only that, we can go with our Fibonacci retracement from our swing low back towards the swing high, going with the golden pocket. The golden pocket also coming in approximately right here, and additionally, we can go one step further. Let me apply the anchored VWAP and anchor it exactly at the start of this insane move towards the upside. You're going to see the anchored VWAP is coming in exactly at this specific area. So my plan on Bitcoin is right now very simple. Ideally, I want to see lower. Of course, ideally, I would like our main price target right here to actually be hit. However, I am completely aware the first important area of support is coming in at 117.5 thousand US dollars, where of course I am going to be taking some profit out of my short position on Bitcoin, setting the stop loss to break even, and let's see what is going to happen next. But nevertheless, if we are right now already going to pump straight towards another higher high, what is then going to be the first major, very important area of resistance? On the 2 hourly time frame right now, you're going to notice the order block is coming in at approximately 122,000 US dollars and is aligning also very nicely with the top of our ascending channel. So we are going to know this specific area, in a case Bitcoin does continue right now its way towards the upside, is then going to be the first major area where, of course, yes, unfortunately, I am going to get stopped out of my short position right here. However, we are going to see what reaction is Bitcoin going to get right here, simply because in that case, we could still be looking towards our ABC correction, but it's simply going to mean the B-elite wave went slightly higher towards the upside, and only then we can be expecting a rejection back down. However, right here, I am personally not going to be shorting, or simply you need to wait for a bigger sign of weakness to actually happen before you enter a short position right here. And I am going to show you exactly what is going to be a sign of weakness at this specific area before we can then say, okay, this right here, the entire push up was actually the entire B-elite wave, and only right now we can be expecting another push down for our C-elite wave. And before we do talk about that, if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free 8,000 US dollar bonus, no KYC and no VPN, with the second link down below in the description, because BTC Exchange is right now giving to you a free 10 USDT bonus only after you register, and then also deposit, because you are going to get a 20% deposit bonus. And this right here is actually quite an exclusive campaign we are right now hosting with BTC, with the second link down below, no KYC and no VPN. Let me right now share with you what is going to be a sign of weakness in a case Bitcoin right now, first of all, does see another push towards the upside, towards our higher area of resistance right here. And simply, we need to pay attention towards our bigger horizontal range on the 2 hourly time frame. You probably know, for the past couple of days right here, Bitcoin has been moving in some kind of a horizontal range, and also actually what you're going to see, exactly at the bottom of the range, I have the only alert on the Bitcoin chart itself, because I know if we do see a push down right here, probably I am going to enter another long position on the Bitcoin chart itself. However, what if we don't go lower right now and we continue higher? In this case, once again, you need to be aware of the 2-hourly order block at 122,000 US dollars, but also you need to be aware of all of the volume levels of the entire range. So what we can right now do, measuring the entire range with our volume, you can notice as of right now, we are still moving below our value area high, which technically speaking, it is simply going to be a bearish Bitcoin indication. In a case Bitcoin does see another push towards the upside, towards our order block right here, and only then do see another push down below the value area high, in that case we are going to know, okay, our BL8 wave actually finished approximately at this specific area, and only then we can be expecting another push down. The problem with BL8 waves is that usually they're being very, very complex. It's quite hard to predict what is going to happen in the BL8 wave, so that is why I am telling to you, sure, we can go up towards the order block right here, then we wait for a sign of weakness, and only right here we can then be looking for another short or a sell position on the Bitcoin price itself. If we right now already finished our BL8 wave at this specific area, already we can be expecting lower, ideally towards our main price target at approximately 114,000 US dollars on the Bitcoin chart itself. So the plan is very, very simple. We are going to make money either way. If Bitcoin does continue higher, we remain in all of our major long or buying positions on the entire cryptocurrency market. But of course, also, if we are going to go lower, I do remain in my short position on Bitcoin from approximately 120.8 thousand US dollar area. Now, the reality is, if you look like that, we are still moving in a very strong uptrend. Paying attention right now to our exponential moving averages on the 1 hourly, on the 2 hourly, on the 4 hourly time frame, we are clearly still moving in a significant uptrend. That is why, of course, shorting Bitcoin right now, it is still going to be slightly more risky. So, of course, that is why I am telling to you, I am not closing my long positions in a case Bitcoin right now does go higher. And of course, also, if we do go lower, I am definitely prepared to enter another major long or buying position of Bitcoin at approximately 114,000 US dollar area. That is why, if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free bonus, no KYC, no VPN, with the second link down below, because only after you register, you're going to get 10 USDT and then also deposit, because you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.